What's the worst film adaptation of a book
Gosh.
that you've ever seen, and why was it so awful?
Oh, there's so many. I can't even begin. I mean, I saw one the other day. There was a book called, I'm a big ghost story fanatic. I love ghost stories. And a ghost story is it's not a horror movie. It's not a horror story. A ghost story is just like you're walking down a hall and you see something out of your corner of your eye and your turn is not there. That's, to me, I just love that, you know. So there was a book that came out recently called The Little Stranger. And I wish I could remember the author to pay her tribute, but I can't. But I just loved it. And I was reading over Christmas and a Christmas ghost. What's better than a Christmas ghost story? And I was just turning the page. And the movie came out, and I dragged my wife to it, and she liked it. I couldn't stand it. Most of the time, I find that if I read the book first, I like the book better.
Okay.
And that's true of things when I look back. Like I didn't like the Silence of the Lambs movie when I first saw it because I loved the book. I didn't like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson when I first saw it because I loved the book.
Okay.
But now when I go back and look at them, I think, no, they're good movies. They're just different from the book. But there's so many bad ones that they don't even, I can't even call them to mind because there's no one that I sit there and say, oh, they ruined that. It's just, you know, I love books, and I would much rather read a book than almost any other form of entertainment. But movies do some things, and sometimes they clean up ideas. They clean up plot points that you kind of are rambling in a book, and they tighten them up. But I can't think of what's the worst offhand, but I've just seen a lot of. Every time I read a book and go see the movie, I'm almost always disappointed. You know, it's very rare that it works the other way around. Yeah.
It's almost like being a chef. I hear like a chef, they just can't enjoy food.
Really?
Yeah, because you know, it's like they break it down. It's like they're tasting for all the ingredients and they just can't enjoy it like they would normally enjoy it. They're just processing it and dissecting it or something like that.
It's a problem, you know. I've thought so much about how to tell stories and how stories are built, especially in the crime field and the mystery field. One of my great delights in life is when I realize I've been fooled. You know, when they've tricked me. Like I don't know if you saw The Sixth Sense, you know, which has this cool trick ending, which hopefully everybody knows by now. I don't want to spoil it, but they just got me. They got me. I'd seen that ending a dozen times before. It's not an original ending, but they did it so well that I was just completely blown away by it. And I just thought, like, I love that. I mean, I love when you can outsmart me. And take it away.
I heard that. That's the M. Night Shyamalan guy, right?
Yeah.
Man, he makes great commercials.
Does he?
I think his commercials are better than his movies.
For his trailers?
Yeah, his trailers.
Oh, man. Some of his, you know, what was that one in the Village, I think it was called? It was one of the best trailers I ever saw, one of the worst movies I ever, you know?
Okay, so I'm not crazy. I'm
No.
This guy's make great trailers, but.
It's true.
Oh, man.